Good morning. Good morning. Dr. Ruth Anderson here with Enlightened World Network. So pleased to be here with you. I've got two colleagues with me, only one of whom you can see. Deb Goldberg. Teri Angel is here with us on the phone. We're going to be doing a silent meditation now, and it takes about 25 minutes. But before we get started, let me just share with you two upcoming shows that I think you're not going to want to miss. This evening at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time with Jane and Philip Montrose, it is Supercharge Your Life. And at 10 o'clock Eastern Time with Robert Painley, it is the last of his 10-day Robert's Haunted Pajama Party. He will be coming back to us once a week for his show, but that's the last of the short little ones, and that's tonight. So don't miss that. He's an awful lot of fun, and we learn a lot about spirit throughout his conversation. So Deb is going to share with us some music, and we are going to go behind the scenes, and we're going to meditate for 20-25 minutes. And then we're going to come back on and we'll share with you what we experienced, and you meditate in your own way and see what you experience through that time. So Deb, if you're ready, we'll go ahead and start.
Okay.
And we are back. I believe we're back. Are we back, Deb?
We are back. We lost you for a few seconds, but sorry about the interruption. But we kind of got cut off and had to reboot back on.
And we got Teri with us this time. So the technology is just a little funkified today. So that was a really interesting meditation. There were so many different parts of it, but one of the pieces was, at least in the States, this is Mother's Day. And for some of us, that's a pretty painful day. And yes, it is a Hallmark holiday. And yes, we can just ignore it if we so choose. But for some of us, it's a real hit to the heart. And whether it's because relationship with your children is not what you want it to be, or your relationship with your mother wasn't or isn't what you want it to be, it can be really painful. And we were also reminded through that about the divine feminine and the motherhood, the gifts that she has given all of us on the planet, and whether we are thankful of that, if she's being honored for that. So we took it to that piece as well. We talked an awful lot about humanness and moving out of our humanness to be able to do some of the work that we're being called to do, but also knowing at the same time we are very human. So, if we're asked to bring forward a show or a presentation or to help lift somebody else up, how do we ignore the fact that maybe our heart is hurting at that moment? So a lot of human aspects today. Deb, do you want to share what you remember?
Yeah, it's been an interesting morning for me of feeling some grief of not and it's just another aspect of myself, because I am getting honored for Mother's Day. My children honor me. But I was feeling there's a little part of me wanted more, and that I felt like I wasn't being seen. And I thought, where is all of this coming from? And I really had to connect with it and, bring some love to myself. But it was like a microcosm of really a bigger factor of the world of I think for today, the divine feminine brings all the birth to the world. It is women that birth babies. It is women that have brought all people on the world. It is women is the birth portal of divine love. So this is such a meaningful day, and going from just your family really out to looking at the whole earth as this is our child. We've all birthed this, and so I think this day becomes emotional in so many different levels of what each one of us are going through, whether we have good family relations or not. And I've been through many years of not having good relationships with my mom or my children. And so, we're also letting grief go from beyond, from the past. And so it's all those little parts of us still get triggered as we're going along in this transformation. And it is to clear out everything, to clear out whatever needs, to let it come up, look at it, and move it out. And so, I wrote a Happy Mother's Day today on Facebook, but I really talked about the joy and the fortitude it takes to be a mother. And I'm not disregarding fathers at all. There's different relationships going on. But the fortitude, the mixture of joy and the fortitude of what it takes to deal with adversity in our relationships with our children, with ourselves, with the earth, with our families. and knowing that we are the bringers of life, that God brings the life through us. And we don't honor ourselves enough for that.
So I'm so reminded of folks that have just lost people through the whole COVID pandemic. And it's the first holiday, which means, you know, the heart pull is so much stronger. And I just want to say, I take Mother's Day much broader. To me, it's, I did not birth my babies. I didn't.
That's true.
So there's that piece. But some people have loved and nurtured so many people, but they weren't children. They, right? So to me, Mother's Day is really in honor of anybody who has really loved and nurtured someone else.
Beautifully said, and so true. And it is a great example of how we would keep talking about Earth, Mother Earth, and how we take care of that with love.
And Teri, what does this bring up for you?
It's not my favorite day of the year by any means. And so what I'm trying to focus on today is Mother Earth, and just feeling into honoring where we are on this planet. And all of us can join in that, whether you're male, female, a mother of a biological child, adopted child, or whatever. You can feel into the earth energy and feel the nurturing that comes from her, and also feel that love going out to her. And that to me is what this day, that's the meaning that it takes on for me, is to go more global. And really look at it globally, because it is a day that's going to trigger a lot of things in a lot of people. And I know there's people that I'm aware of that just lost their mothers. So this Mother's Day right after that loss is hard. It's difficult for some people to get through that, have lost mothers for a while now, like my own mother has been gone for over 20 years. And someone who has just lost their loved one, it's very difficult to celebrate and watch everybody else celebrate. And that's what I was feeling. It's like everybody's celebrating, but I can't celebrate right now. Or, so yeah, it's tough. It's a tough day. It really is.
Well, and it dawns on me that a card company is making it a tough day.
Yeah.
Right? We don't have to buy it. We don't have to own into it. It can just be another day on the calendar.
Just another day.
It's another perspective, another choice in choosing how we want to feel. And allowing that grief to move through whatever's there, but also allowing that joy to have room as well, because we are here.
Finding things to be joyful for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm choosing it to just see a day of acknowledging nurturing.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's coming to you, whether you're putting it out there, whether you're wishing you had more of it, it's just a day to acknowledge the importance of nurturing.
Mm-hmm. And in that sense, it sounds like a good holiday to remind us that it is a reminder to nurture ourselves and others.
Right. I adore both of you. I love you both. Big hugs all around. And to all of our folks that are watching, thank you so much for being here with us. We're going to be back in about 9 minutes, technology permitting, to come to the temple. It is a time of prayer. It is a time of meditation. It's a time of coming together. And we're going to nurture each other a little bit for that. So please join us for that back here on Enlightened World Network on Facebook Live. Thank you. We love you. Thanks for being here.